I think there are some interesting outs in this.
Oops.
It's a handoff time. Give me Marling. This is wild.
This is incredible. Oh, if I'm Shams, I'm furious. Shout out to Shams, who's like, I'm gonna get me some news today. I'm gonna get this this Minnesota Timberwolves ownership story out there. Oh, he's got to be fuming at whoever he's got inside that office. Because with Dan Hurley, and we'll talk about this as the day goes on, but when you have a college coach, you're bordering on a point of no return. Once this is public and you're Dan Hurley, man, you have opened the flood. So like, if this isn't like very, very real, like 98% real, you've opened up the floodgates for a massive, massive issue with your university.
Yes.
Nothing good comes about of this for Dan Hurley and the University of Connecticut if he is not the Lakers head coach. This is bad news for him, which leads me to believe he's smart enough to know that and know that this can only be out there if it's real. But man, the story from Adrian Wojnarowski this morning, not just the written story, but like, you know, his comments on SportsCenter and Get Up and all those
different shows. Did you hear him on
shows.
First Take?
Yeah. It's bizarre. It's like, it's almost sounds like they haven't talked yet, but like they kind of have, but they're pursuing a deal, but they don't know what the deal is. And it's like, oh my God, this is a mess.
But like James said,
this is a mess.
Shams reporting is like the Lakers are zeroing in on making JJ Redick the front runner. And now Woj, who was silent through that whole thing, offered nothing, is now like, Dan Hurley's didn't say, despite other reports, didn't say JJ Redick. It's like Dan Hurley is the guy, was the guy, is going to be, has always been the guy. They believe in him because of X, Y, and Z. They're going to offer him a massive contract. It's going to be Dan Hurley.
Woj hit Shams with the so-called beef with you know who. Not everyone will get that. You might not even get that, but it's a line from Notorious Thugs at the height of Biggie and Pac and all of that. Pac was F you, F big, I F this, I did that to your wife, blah, 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 blah. And Big just said, so-called beef with you know who, and kept it moving. And Woj hit Shams with the equivalent of so-called beef with you know who. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I'd argue this, for me, this all started last night with your boy, Mark Stein.
Oh.
Mark Stein's Substack with Anthony Davis really likes James Borrega. Like, there was another name. It's in my notes, but I can't remember who it was. There was another name that Mark Stein put out there that was like, wait a minute. Why are we talking about James Borrega?
Isn't this thing done?
Who worked Shams? Like, what is this?
That's wild.
And then for all of that to be followed up with Adrian Wojnarowski talking about, no, it's Dan Hurley, the two-time NCAA champion for the Connecticut Huskies.
It's like, and the fact that he was so silent on everything until this morning leads me to believe that he was seeing all this like, hey, can I go public with this yet? Okay, do you see, this is ridiculous. Like, I know I just need to, and I'm guessing, like you said, he finally got the go-ahead from Dan Hurley to be like, yeah. Or confirmed by Dan Hurley to be like, yeah, put this out.
And now Shams,
Dan Hurley's
has put a report out.
He did. Like, yeah, I found that hilarious. I read his thing on The Athletic.
Confirming.
So he has a story on The Athletic in which he does not acknowledge his previous tweet.
What?
He completely ignores the fact that he said JJ Redick was going to be the front runner or whatever wording he used. And he just wrote, the Athletic story was the first thing I saw this morning. So I thought Shams had it. And it wasn't until a handful of minutes later that I was like, what? Woj had it. So why did Shams write this story? And then I'm going through this. He didn't even acknowledge that he had this report. Nothing.
In the story, he does have that. Let me see. There is a line about. Oh, there is a line about JJ Redick. Comes off the first round exit. I swear, I just had this. like 2 seconds.
This
ago.
has to be a new story then, because this couldn't have been the one that was up at
The
like 5
Lakers
this morning.
search has centered on JJ Redick, the ESPN broadcaster and former NBA player, and New Orleans Pelicans associate head coach James Borrego. Redick was the first candidate to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lakers 3 weeks ago, and
James is dying.
Borrego did an
Hey, I'm not
in-person
Borrego.
interview with Lakers officials for a second time last week. Los Angeles fired Darvin Ham May 3rd.
But that's not it. That's
the tweet.
describing the process.
Yeah.
Right.
Which everybody knows that already. That's not explaining what you said yesterday.
Yeah.
That's not actually
wild.
Boy, the price of being an NBA insider on that level is tough.
That's
it's
what
brutal.
This is the same guy who said the big three was folding and then just never acknowledged it again.
And then he said, "There's no big three. It's just me."
No,
Wait,
he did not
different
say
thing.
that.
Different
that
thing.
was definitely not
Oh.
him. No.
Oh, okay, my bad.
No, that's fine. No, it's definitely not him.
Yeah.
James, who was it?
What's that?
Who said mother F the big three, it's just big me?
I can't remember.
Okay. It's good. It's Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, got it. Well, it's at least I'm consistent.
You are consistent. It's very good. It's very good. You dropped an Amen and 227 reference yesterday. Like you got a lifetime
That's
pass to the
incredible.
cookout. Oh, it's phenomenal.
Wow.
Phenomenal.
There you go.
James knows his actors.
Those were on before he was even born.
That's a shoot. Yeah, that's a true story.
Come
Come to think about it, do you know what Amen or 227 are?
That's a negative, coach.
Okay.
Amen plays for the
Nope.
Pistons.
Nope.
Good pull.
That's a shoot.
That's true.
Okay.
Shoot means it's real.
I took the
That's
context
shoot, that means
clues.
it's real.
I just wanted to make sure, like, because I've heard you say that. No, I've heard you say that, and I could not, because again, context clues. It's like, oh, facts.
A shoot.
Like, that's
a
what,
shoot means it's real. A work means it's fake. We
Okay.
talk in wrestling terms on our show.
Great. Cool. Okay.
I'll get you caught up. No, you're doing good.
No, please,
you're doing good.
please.
You're doing good.
Well, you said it like twice in that conversation with Kenny and Trista the other day, and you said, and I'm going, is he saying shoot?
Mhm.
Like I couldn't, and I don't watch wrestling,
Shoot.
so I don't have. But I got the context clues to understand what it meant. I was just
Facts. It's true.
okay. Yeah.
It's true.
NBA Finals prediction.
I don't like predicting stuff, but
Perfect.
I mean,
James.
I've had the Celtics all year. Like
Celtics 5.
Yeah.
They're the best.
See, that's the part that people lose me with. I don't think it's 5.
I think it's 5.
Wow.
I think the Celtics are going to steamroll them.
Wow.
My son said Celtics
I don't think
6.
that's going to happen. I would lean closer to that. I was having I'm alone on this. So I don't think this. I think the Celtics are the best team in the league. I don't think it's particularly close. I think Dallas has been extraordinary. I think this is a fight.
Okay. We'll see. D'Lo and KC, what do you guys got coming up?
A lot more of this. That's for sure.
Can't wait.
Matt George, final hour of the show. Now it's gonna be a fun day. Casey's back in studio, so it'll be a good day.
D'Lo and KC coming up next. Me and James, the Insider, sponsored by Jiffy Lube, will be back tomorrow at 10. Until then, drink water and be nice to people. It's my new thing. I'm trying it out.
I like it.
Drink water and be nice to people.
I like it.
Okay.
Is that the same phrase in the summer? I mean, in the winter.
Yeah. That's just gonna be.
Just
you always gotta
continue
stay
to drink
hydrated.
water. Okay. Yeah. Drink water and be nice. I like it.
Okay.
It's
Cool.
good.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.